blocking with Brian Nickren and Jamie Dowling. And now for the starting lineup. First for the Friday Wolverines. Starting guard, 5'8" senior, number 11, Shea Murphy. Starting guard, 5'3" junior, number 12, Sarah Cruz. Starting guard, 5'5" senior, number 14, McKenna Clark. Starting forward, 5'11" freshman, number 20.
Is that her real name?
And starting forward, 5'5" senior, number 23, Paula Ross. Assistant coaches, Diane Heller, Corey Masted, Allison Walling, and Baker. Head coach, Sue Grenfell. And now for the LaConner Braves. Starting guard, a 5'4" 8th grader, number 2, Nora McCormick. Starting at post, 5'5" 8th grader, number 4, Reese Burns. Starting at guard, 5'5" sophomore, number 5, Mae McCormick. Starting at post, a 5'4" sophomore, number 15, Izzy Heller. Starting at post, a 5'8" 8th grader, number 25, Tiana Jimenez. Assistant coaches, Kevin Miller, Shane Jones, David Valentine, Lauren Harper. Head coach, Joseph Harper.
Trying to see my number right over there. All right, tipping for the Wolverines is, so try to figure out who that was tipping for LaConner. They are in a rebuild mode. They have two 8th graders starting. Welty nearly comes up with the steal. The first shot is off the rim and no good. McKenna Clark trying to chase down the loose ball. First shot goes in for number 15, Villard. Welty has a running there. Schultz down at the other end. So quick transition bucket for the Wolverines. Tied at 2. Boys lost by 14. I think it was by 14. Give and go underneath. Tried to throw it off with 2 hands. Clark with the rebound across the timeline over to Cruz. Cruz has the pick set for her. She kicks the ball out, is tipped by the Braves and out of bounds. 17 on the shot clock. 6:51 to go, tied at 2. Clark will inbound. Wolverines in a short stack right there. Cruz out at the top of the key off the inbound over to Clark. Clark with that heavily wrapped left hand. Looks at an 8-footer, about a 15-footer into Schultz. Can't get the ball to go. Bella Ross with the rebound. Here's the ball into the backcourt. Welty, she recovers it. It will be an over and back violation by the Wolverines. Braves ball out of bounds. 6:33 to go. There is Clark with the steal for the Wolverines, trying to go coast to coast. Runner does not go. Welty, no, she gets her own rebound. Good hustle by Clark. She has Welty underneath. A lob chipped away from behind. That is the first foul on number 25, Jenkins. First personal, first team foul, 6:15 to go. Non-shooting foul, Wolverines will inbound. Clark inbound over to Schultz. Ross with again another loose ball. That is her second loose ball. Trying to set a screen out there. Her first personal for Clark. Second on LaConner. Wolverines will inbound. Clark with the inbound. Last one, Clark. Cruz went out high, but that was Welty into the backcourt, but it goes again to Cruz. To Clark. Clark at the top of the key. Pressure there by eighth grader. The ball does not go. Schultz down there on the ground, can't get the loose ball. Oh, clearly, what the? What was that? Man, she gets plowed into, and the refs completely missed that one. Boys starting to trickle out of the locker room. Ball goes off of Bella. Tied at 2. It's been for 2 minutes. 7:17 was when the Wolverines tied the game at 2. Loose ball brought down by Shea Welty with the steal. She's trying to go coast to coast. Does not go. Nobody there with the follow. Goes off of the Braves and out of bounds. It will be Wolverine ball underneath their own basket. Number 10, Charlie Lawrence Sampson on for Bella Ross.
Number 10, Charlie Lawrence Sampson.
Ball goes off the Braves and out of bounds on the rebound. Probably the best thing that happened on that one. 5 to go. Welty with the ball at the three-point line. Has Morton. Morton dribbles free over to Cruz. Welty for 3. The bank is open late in LaConner. Welty cuts the scoring drop for the Wolverines at 2.5 minutes. The only bucket for the Braves came early on. 7:17 was the first basket. There was 5:47 when the next basket for the Wolverines. Number 5, McCormick. And then Wolverines throw the ball right back over. Yeah, going to get a travel. Should have been either that or a foul. Trying to clear out with her elbows. Mia Germain comes on for Syracuse for the Wolverines. 4:13 to go. 5-4 the lead for the Wolverines. Got Shea Welty 3-point bucket. Wolverines again throw the ball away. Charlie Lawrence Sampson. They're going to get Welty for a foul. Looked pretty clean over here. As the second on the Wolverines. Braves will inbound underneath their own basket. And McKenna Clark comes back on for Morton. Welty with her second personal foul in the span of 0.25 seconds. That's going to bring Thierry Orozco on for the Wolverines for Welty. Off the back iron. Welty with 2 fouls and 3 points in 4 minutes. We are tied at 5, 4:05 to go. The Braves are forcing the Wolverines into press break. They're doing a full court press, then they're backing out, trying to get that initial turnover. Over to Jermaine. Jermaine trying to dribble free to Clark. Clark at the top of the key. Over to Schultz. Schultz with a nice throw. Braves with the rebound. Charlie Morris Sampson, great job getting down court. And the Wolverines come up with, nope, they should be off the Wolverines. Looked like they had it. Norm Sampson down court, saved a basket. Clark gathers the rebound. She's going to post up, and she's fouled on the way to the basket. We're going to make her earn it from the charity stripe. 3:16 to go. Wolverines and Braves tied at 5.
Lieutenant Clark to the line, shooting 2.
Bell Ross getting ready to come in for the Wolverines. First free throw is up and good. The deadlock of 5 is broken by Clark. She gets another chance right here as Ross comes on for Schultz. Schultz had the Wolverines' first basket. Beautiful transition bucket by Schultz. She's 0 for 2 since then. Clark off the back iron, and the ball goes off of Ross. And Jermaine picks up the ball that was poked free by one of the Wolverines. I did not see who it was. Clark across the timeline, slows it down, looking for a good shot. There's a lob underneath to Orozco, but it's taken away by the Braves. That is their, I believe, their freshman. I know it's a sophomore, not an 8th grader. Wolverine defense doing numbers. Orozco nearly comes up with the steal. 7 seconds on the shot clock. An 18-footer that does not go. Rims out, tapped away by Ross. What? You can hop on the same foot and it's not a travel, apparently. Braves reclaim the lead 7-6. Wolverines had a 5-2 lead. Braves have gone on a 5-1 run. That is the lone free throw by Clark, who will inbound the ball for the Wolverines. Wolverines in a short stack right there in front of the Braves bench. Over to Jermaine. Jermaine dribbles to the top of the key, gives it up to Clark. Lobs inside. Braves on a 7-1 run. Wolverines have tried to lob 4 passes inside. They've all been stolen by the Braves. Over to Clark. Clark turns away from a 3. Ross over to Jermaine for a 3. Off the back of the iron, no good. Braves with a 3-point lead. Clark nearly comes up with a steal. Before they can even get the ball inside the 3-point line, it was 11 seconds off of the shot clock. And the Braves are just throwing balls up there, hoping for the best as they take a 5-point lead, 11-6, a 9-1 run. And there goes McKenna Clark to the bucket for a nice clean layup. 33 seconds left in the game. 11-8. Clark with 3. And a great job by Lawrence Sampson underneath the basket to clear that rebound, to get it to Clark. Wolverines can cut it down to a 1-point game. A lot of this has happened with Shea Welty on the bench with 2 fouls. Under 5 seconds. Braves trying to throw up a pass to the Wolverines were able to keep it close there with Welty on the bench. Come back, Wolverines had a 5-2 lead. The Braves go on an 11-1 run. Wolverines get that last bucket of the half, close it to within 3 at 11-8. Wolverines Sports on Friday Harbor Tiny TV, presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center. By MEM Enterprises, Star Excavation and Septic, InterIslandWater.com, Friday Harbor Dentistry, Friday Harbor Electric, Haley's Bar and Grill, Iowa Petroleum Services, King's Market and Deli, Farmers Insurance and the Tammy Cotton Agency, Mike Carlson Enterprises, American Legion, Same One Surveying, Blue Water Bar and Grill. All right, the Wolverines will get the ball to start the third. Trying to get to that very early. Wolverines with the ball. They will inbound to start the second quarter, trailing 11-8. Bella Ross throws the ball out. I believe that was not even touched by Braves. That was Morton, not Ross. I think. Look at Orozco. No Welty on the court. No Clark. Wolverines have. Braves nearly throw the ball out of bounds. She stepped on the end line. Turned over. This ball goes over to the Wolverines. 7:43 to go in the second quarter, trailing by 3. Last trip down. Didn't even get off a shot. Orozco cuts to the basket. They're going to call her for a travel. Ball goes off of the Wolverines, the Braves, and out of bounds. Morton, Cruz, Orozco, Ross, and Schultz off of the Braves and out of bounds. Try to get that lob. Lawrence Sampson comes on for Ross. Like to get Lawrence Sampson and Schultz underneath the basket. Very physical players underneath. There goes a jump ball. It will be Braves ball out of bounds. Neither team able to score here to start the second quarter. We're a minute in. Wolverines will come up with another steal. An 18th quarter rattles it in. And the could not get her shot to go block, but the ball is taken away by Tara Cruz. It will be Wolverines ball out of bounds as Orozco and Morton come off for Welty and Schultz. Braves came on a couple of substitutions. I missed them. Welty throws up a prayer. Cruz with a rebound. And it should have been a foul on number one. Should have been 2 fouls in there. They waited to call the first one. As the first of the second quarter, Wolverines will inbound trailing by 5, 13-8. 6:36 to go in the second quarter. McKenna Clark with the ball at the elbow portion of the three-point line. Welty underneath. Ball goes off the underside of the rim. Wolverines cannot come up with the loose ball. There is Welty, gathers the loose ball into. My goodness, are you going to finally call a foul? Should have been the first one. 0-0 with the foul. That is her first. That is the second on the Braves. Vera Schultz at the free throw line. She can cut it down to a, and if you want to talk shot, prettiest free throw shot I've seen in a while. You hear nothing but twine when the ball goes in. Second free throw, rims out. Wolverines tip the ball back, can't get it to go. Wolverines trail by 4, 13-9, 6:08. McKenna Clark drops in a three. McKenna Clark with the still on the loose ball. Clark guarded there. Drops it underneath to Vera Schultz. Schultz get us to go. Wolverines have cut it to 1 after trailing by 5. 5:05 to go. Should have been a travel. Could you post on Purple and Gold that it's on the Real Dog YouTube page? Or see, Real Dog YouTube?
I'm not, I can tell my husband to.
Okay.
You want him to post it on?
Yeah. Shea Welty can't get it to go. Schultz right there for the putback. Braves come up with the loose ball. Wolverines trail 17-14. 4:27 to go in the second quarter. We're going to call a travel.
Number 2,
Bella Ross with the putback. Schultz with the putback. Wolverines with the. That's Jermaine with a long rebound to Schultz underneath from Welty. There goes the go, but she is fouled. That is number 25. Schultz to the free throw line with 2 free throws coming up. That is number 25's second personal foul. Jenkins with the personal foul. Schultz, we were talking about her pretty form on these free throws. Of course, there I go with the announcer jinx. Number 22, Carrillo. Carrillo comes on for the Wolverines. And that's for McKenna Clark. Schultz with the second free throw. Cut the lead down to 1 again. Well, maybe it's down to 2, 17-15. Into the deep corner. And the Wolverines come up with a turnover. Tried to force her wide. The ball gets lost in the legs down underneath the basket. Wolverines come up with the loose ball. Welty drops in a 3. Wolverines reclaim the lead that they last had at 5-4. About a full quarter ago. There Schultz with a nice block underneath. Carrillo with the ball across the timeline. She is on for McKenna Clark. Over to Jermaine. Jermaine lobs it in. Has the ball go off the Wolverines and out of bounds. 19 seconds on the shot clock. Wolverines with a 1-point lead. 17, 2:34 to go. Will inbound. Carrillo out to Welty for 3. Nothing but air. Braves quickly down into their own end of the court. Ball goes off the backboard. Throwing prayers up, seeing if they get answered. So far, nothing is answered as Carrillo comes up with the rebound. She will bring the ball across the timeline. A timeout taken by the Wolverines. It's a full timeout. Wolverine Sports on Friday. Harper County TV is presented by Brown's Home Center. Fans only full-service building supply center, HRIslandOfWater.com, and MEM Enterprises. Jermaine with the 3 does not go. Ball goes right over. Nice little fake on the runner. Braves retake the lead, 19-18. Nice little coast-to-coast runner there. Clark tries to get the ball into, and now another runner by the Braves as Clark comes up with the loose ball. She has someone coming up behind her. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Wolverine ball. 25 seconds on the shot clock. 1:26 to go in the. Clark gets fouled on the 3. They completely missed the foul on the 3. Clark across the timeline. Schultz gets the rub off on that screen. Over to Welty, does not go. Schultz with the rebound. She was fouled by 00. Nope, correction, it's 23. That is her second personal.
Mary Schultz to the line, shooting 2.
I guess they're calling it on number 5. That is her second personal. Schultz with her third trip to the free throw line. She has split the free throw each time. Cruz on for Jermaine. Of course, Schultz rips the ball away, and they get away with a travel. Welty with the reaching across, gets her with the elbow.
Timeout, Braves.
Wolverine defense has been out there for a while. We have Clark, Cruz, Orozco, Ross, and Schultz for the Wolverines. 4-point deficit. Braves with the ball with under. Oh, there we go. Wolverines tip the ball away. Chipping away at that. Oh, way off. Cruz with the long rebound, trying to go coast to coast, cuts it back over to Clark for 3, rims out. Wolverines can't get the ball to go off the rebound. Schultz with her third rebound, can't pull it in. 11 seconds on the game clock, no shot clock. Wolverines trail by 4. We're going to call a block on McKenna Clark. That is just the third on the Wolverines. So that will force the Braves to inbound the ball with 0.4 seconds. There should be about 1.8 seconds. So that foul by Clark actually worked out pretty well. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor. Tiny TVs presented by Brown's Home Center, the island's only full-service building supply center by MEM Enterprises. InterislandWater.com, Star Excavation and Septic, Blue Water Bar and Grill, Sale One Survey, American Region, Mike Carlson Enterprises, Farmers Insurance, and the Tammy Cotton Agency. King's Market and Deli, Island Petroleum Services, and Haley's Bar and Grill. Thank all of our sponsors by helping them through these winter months by partaking of their services. Wolverines trail 22-18.
Gallons and reports. All proceeds go to support the student class of 2024. At the Common, back to sessions, supporting our junior class of 2025. $11 Katsu, $9 support, $11 Katsu. Exhibit, what down the $1 Katsu?
All right, I'm going to take the microphone off, make sure we have enough battery. And they're dropping in the threes.
Thank you for supporting our senior class of 2024.
The team should be coming out of the locker room any minute now. Boys lost earlier. I believe the score was 68-54. Girls trail by 4. They did have a 16-15 lead, a 17. Anyway, they had a 1-point lead earlier. Could not hold that. They've tried to get the lobs into Vera Schultz. They have not yet fallen for Friday Harbor, but that's something got to keep working on until you get it. She can be a very big weapon underneath. Schultz has to learn to hold off the defender until the lob is over her head, then release, get after the ball and put it up and in. Just a timing thing right there that they will get. They've tried probably 6 lobs, converting, I think, one of them. We're about 5 minutes from the start of the fourth quarter. Excuse me, second half. Whew.
Here's the report, please. Turn on basketballs and here's the report. Thank you.
The teams have yet to come out of the locker room. Usually they're out a little bit quicker.
Sessions and at the Commons for our 2025 senior class with our concessions at the Commons.
Finally, the Braves come out of their locker room. Wolverines will get the ball to start the third quarter. For the Wolverines, Shea Welty with 6 points, both on threes. McKenna Clark with a free throw, a 2 and a 3. And Farrah Schultz with 4 points, a 2-point bucket, and the 2 free throws. You want to see what it looks like? Here's what it looks like. And McCormick with 2, 4, 6, 9 points. Villard with 4, and Jenkins with 4. Foul trouble for the Wolverines is only Shea Welty with 3, Lawrence Sampson with 2.
What I'm doing right now is called creating a curse, okay? I'm putting my batteries away, putting my charging cords away so that I can pack up. That means we're gonna go in overtime.
Welcome back. LaConner Braves 22. Friday Harbor Wolverines 18.
All right, Friday Harbor!
On the court for the Wolverines, back to the starters, Welty, Clark, Cruz, Ross, and Schultz. Welty gathers the loose ball. Clark tries to drop it into Schultz. The ball goes off the Braves and out of bounds. Nope, they're going to call it off of the Wolverines. Wolverines trail by 4, 22-8. Come up dry on their first possession. And Bella Ross tries to come up with a loose ball. Goes off of her and out of bounds. 7:25 to do. Say hi to everybody at home. Wolverines, Clark with the loose ball. She has the ball just go off her hands and out of bounds. She has that left hand heavily wrapped. May have just had a little bit of trouble right there with that wrapping. That's usually a sure-handed shot for Clark. Schultz, great job underneath. Ball goes off of them. Clark with her second rebound down to Welty, goes out of bounds. Wolverines 3 chips, 3 turnovers. Trying to cut into this 4-point LaConner lead. Points are a premium. Got to take care of the ball here in the second half. Ross doing a great job defensively. Number 1 with the shot does not go. Cruz got boxed out on that one. 3-point bucket up and no good. Will go off. Braves doing a good job hunting that down. Clark in defense. Wolverines looking like they're in a zone defense. Welty, Clark, they're going to get for a travel. So the Wolverines come up with a turnover at the other end. Clark will inbound to Cruz. Wolverines with their fourth turnover on 4 trips, 6:15 to go. Two minutes into the second half, and the Wolverines have 4 turnovers in the first 2 minutes. Braves working the ball around Wolverine defense, doing a number on the Braves, down to 13 seconds on the shot clock. Cruz with the rebound, gives it up to Clark, who will bring the ball down. Wolverines maybe trying to get something set right here. Cruz cuts across, tries to get it into to Ross, back to Clark, drops it into Schultz. Schultz gets it to go. Finally, a minute and a half into the second half, and the Wolverines have scored. Break the ice here in the second half. Cruz nearly with the steal. Great defense by the Wolverines so far. Trying to get the ball inside. A jump ball. Ross ties her up. It will be Wolverine ball. That will go down as a turnover. A timeout called by the Braves. 5:13 to go. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor County TV is presented by InterislandWater.com and NEM Enterprises. The only bucket in the second half has been the Wolverines on their last possession down court. Braves will get the ball. Looked like it was going to be Wolverine ball. Ball does not go in. The shot does not go in. There, Schultz slaps the ball away. Braves kick the ball out of bounds. It will be Wolverine ball on the turnover. Wolverines can tie it up. Great job getting the offense set up on the last possession. The lob inside to Schultz. The Wolverines can't come up with the ball right there. Schultz looked to be in better position. The ball was just off a little bit, but I liked how she held the defender off. But the ball was thrown a little bit behind her. Really hard to gather that one. Cruz taps the ball away. 17 seconds on the shot clock. Wolverines trail by 2. A little runner by the Braves. 24-20. Wolverines trail 4:30 to go. 4-point deficit. Cruz standing there looking at the defense. Orozco gets through. She gets over to Clark, and that is a foul on number 1. I think that is her third. That's her second personal foul. Coming on is Lawrence Sampson for Ross. Cruz with the ball at the top of the key. Looks over to Clark. Clark gets inside her 18-footer. Rims out. Schultz can't gather the rebound. 4:08 to go. Braves trying to get the ball inside. Lawrence Sampson goes down hard. She's going to bounce right back up. Sue Grenfell was looking to run over to check on Lawrence Sampson. There's a lob. Can't get it to go. Rebound brought down by the Wolverines. Smothered right there. And the refs are, one ref's pointing one way. It's Pac-12 refs out there. Yeah, it is Wolverines ball. And coming on for the Wolverines is number 3, Kaylee Morton. She comes on for Kenner. McKenna Clark. Found out her nickname is Kenner. Morton with the ball across the timeline. Goes off of Morton's hands. Orozco's hands and out of bounds. Warren Sampson tried to jump that route. Bounce, goes in. Couldn't play that much better by Lawrence Sampson. Morton gets a travel. That is the 8th turnover by the Wolverines here in the third quarter. 3:18 to go. 8 turnovers in 5 minutes. That's the shovel. If you want to get out of the shovel. And they're going to get a foul on the ground by Orozco, I believe. That is her first personal, first on the Wolverines of the third quarter. Shea Welty will come back on with her 3 fouls for Orozco. Wolverines have the team on the court right now that can make a run. Great defense out there by Morton. Number 21 is falling. You should not get a foul called on you when you're falling to the ground. Nobody did anything. Lawrence Sampson with her 3rd personal foul. Wolverines trail by 6, 26-20. Welty will bring the ball across the timeline. Missed both rebounds down, or free throws down the other end. Morton with the ball at top of the key, trying to dribble free. Loses the ball. Here comes McKenna Clark off the bench, along with Ross. Schultz with the rebound. A timeout taken by the Wolverines. I don't know if it's for anything other than to get the players that you want, make a run. Wolverines trail 26-20 with 2:30 to go in the third quarter. Maybe it's a good time to just call a timeout and talk about controlling the ball on when you have the ball on your end of the court. Wolverines will inbound the ball in front of their own bench. I'm not sure the refs know where they're supposed to be doing the inbound. Clark to the top of the key. Over to Welty for 3. Rims out, won't go. Good shot right there. Stop, pop, and drop, but we did not do the drop part. Lawrence Sampson coming through on the defense. Get your hands up. It was Lawrence Sampson, I believe. Clark across the timeline. Wolverines are going to try to cut into the 6-point deficit. Lawrence Sampson with the ball over to Welty. Welty dribbles free for 3. Does not go. Clark right there on the rebounder. Wolverines knew what was coming on there. That back cut. Sniffed that one out. 3 defenders around her. They were able to get the turnover. Clark over to Ross, to Lawrence Sampson, over to Welty. Welty for 3. Won't go. She's had 3 good looks at threes. Lawrence Sampson underneath has the 2-footer that won't go. The rim has had the cellophane on top. Looks like it's open, but they just aren't dropping. Wolverines won't go. Lawrence Sampson with another rebound. That's got to be 8 rebounds for her. I'm making that number up. I haven't been keeping track. Clark with the ball. They're going to call an offensive foul on Bella Ross, I believe. It is Bella Ross. Great defense. Lawrence Sampson with another great defensive effort. I do not know what game these refs are watching. They will call a super quick jump ball, and then it will be like forever for another. Haven't figured these refs out yet. Welty is coming off with holding her hip. Nice looking shot right there off the rebound. That is 0-0 Lamb. 5'11", 8th grader. Clark with a beautiful feed down below. Clark converts that. Wolverines cut it back to 6. 8 seconds on the traveling violation. And now the scoreboard goes off with 7. There should be, there you go. Scoreboard went off there. Clark for 3, wins out. The putback by Morton after the shot, after the game clock had expired. Wolverines back within 6, right where we were. This is right where we were with the boys game. Wolverines trailed by 6 at the end of the first quarter, second quarter, and third. They were down by 5. Ended up being outscored in the fourth quarter by 9. The scoreboard goes off again. There we go. Back to 20. Up the scoreboard still says the same. Power went out on the scoreboard, but it still said 28-22 when they turned it back on. Now they reset the fouls for the Wolverines. The Braves have 6 8th graders on their team. 3 that are starting. Wolverines will start the fourth quarter with the ball. Clark over to Morton. Morton loses the handle right into Clark's lap. Clark gets the lob into Schultz. Schultz backs up, gets away with the travel. Braves throw the ball out of bounds. Wolverines trail by 6. Need to take care of the ball at their other end of the court. Pass from Clark to Cruz. Lob underneath to Lawrence Sampson. Has to get out of the key, but There's a shot chased down by Cruz. That's what you want to see. Clark with the screen. Couldn't carry through with the screen, but is stolen away by the Braves. Cruz down with the pressure on the layup. Can't get it to go. Gets the ball back over. Wolverines do a good job recovering there, especially by Cruz to get down there. A lob inside to Morton. She is hammered down underneath the basket. That is the third foul, I believe, on number 00. No, they're going to get on number 5. That's her first personal foul, I believe. Excuse me, that's her third. Oh, swish right there by Cruz. I believe that was just 2. Cruz with her first points of the night. And Lawrence Sampson gathers in another board. Got to be in double digits, and there is Cruz, who is held, trying to get a shot off, but it will be Wolverine ball. The foul is on number 34, they're saying, but I do not see a 34. It's on 33. That is her second. There's Schultz with an easy basket underneath. Cut the lead to 2. 28-26. Here come the Wolverines. Passing deep corner. A 3 that is brought down by Morton. On the rebound, Clark with a chance to tie or take the lead. Doing all this with Welty on the bench with some sort of hip injury. Inside to Schultz. Schultz goes in. Wolverines tied at 28. 5:55 to go. Wolverines have tied it at 28. Wolverines on a 6-0 run. A 3 ball that will be stuck at the top of the basket. Time to get the janitor out. Get that broom out to poke the ball from up there. This is how you miss the ferry. All right, there we go. They were able to get the ball down. Wolverines take a timeout. 5:43 to go. I unplugged all of my cords to get packed up so that I can run to the ferry, which means that this game is going to go into overtime and things like that are going to slow it down. And of course, the Wolverines then take a timeout. But we are tied at 28. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Wolverines with the ball after the timeout. Morton gets away with the travel. Cruz with the ball. Nearly loses to handle. Brace poked the ball out of bounds. 7 seconds on the shot clock for the Wolverines. Not sure they noticed the shot clock. A nice lob to Schultz. And that was, we talked about that, how Schultz needs to hold off the defender. Great job right there. And it gets another foul. That is the third foul on number 25. Schultz, from the inbound, has the ball go off of her knee and over to the Braves. But the Wolverines have found something they can work with down underneath the basket. Travel by the Braves. And the Wolverines poking the ball free. Cruz posts the ball down court. She comes up and puts the ball off of the Braves. Beautiful play there by Sarah Cruz. Shea Welty's going to come on for the Wolverines. Sarah Cruz is a junior. That was a veteran play by the Wolverines. The Wolverines throw the ball away. Tied at 28. 5 minutes to go. 4:59 to go. Hate to waste that effort by Sarah Cruz. They're going to get, I believe, Lawrence Sampson for her 4th personal foul. Nope, that's on number 12. Sarah Cruz, who just had that hustle play down the other end. As Cruz's first personal, that puts number 4 at the free throw line off the front of the rim. We are tied at 28. I think it was the wind causing a power outage, but the lights are staying on in the building. They're down there tapping the. I'll tell you, I told you what was going to happen. I told McKenna's mom right next to me. I said I'm unplugging everything, and that means it's going to go into overtime, or there's going to be a bunch of other things that cause my battery to run down. We've had the scoreboard go out. We've had the ball get stuck at the top of the rim, and a couple of timeouts along the way. So now my curse lives on. Wolverine Sports on Friday Harbor County TV is presented by MEM Enterprises. There we go. Got the scoreboard back on. First free throw was no good. Second, would you be able to do me a favor? Would you be able to throw that away for me, please? Thank you. Hey, say hi to everyone at home. The Braves missed the second rebound, but they throw the ball right back to the Braves. They're going to get Lawrence Sampson. Lawrence Sampson has been a monster underneath. That was a clean block by her. Don't put anything past these refs. The free throw breaks the tie. That's Lawrence Sampson's 4th personal. You teach the kids to go straight up. That's exactly what she did. She wasn't leaning or anything like that. Second free throw won't go. Welty gathers the rebound. Wolverines 29-28. Wolverines trail by 1. The lob to. Ball will go to the Braves. When that lob comes, there's a help defender that came back on the back side of that one to lock Schultz up. Thank you. Braves have the ball go out of bounds. Wolverines defense holds as Clark comes on for Morton. Wolverines back to their starters with Cruz, Clark, Welty, Ross, and Schultz. Clark for 3. Oh, look. And it goes. They're going to call. They're going to call Shea Welty for her first personal foul. That is a foul on. It's called a release. You hold the defender off and you release. LaConner is Wolverines trail 32-28. The boys also trailed 32-28 in their game. 3:23 to go in this game. A traveled twice on that play. It's going to bring Mia Germain on for Cruz. Clark will inbound to Ross. Ross gives it back to Welty. Wolverines trail by 3. Under 3 minutes to go here in LaConner. Welty for 3. Won't go. Ross tips the ball away, goes out of bounds. It will be LaConner ball. Germain, textbook, rocking out the shooter right there. Absolute textbook by Germain. Write the book, put a picture of that in there right there. Germain. Over there, Welty trying to find someone over to Clark. Trying to get it inside to Schultz, who is fouled. So if it's 25, that would be her fourth if it's on number 25. That is her fourth personal. Maybe that's her fifth. We got her up there already. That's her fifth. Have a seat, young lady. So those are those lobs that are paying off. Bring it on the 8th grader, but those lobs into Schultz are paying off in fouls. Fouled out one player already. 00 has 3 fouls. First free throw does not go. Off the front of the rim, and shooter's touch does not pay off. That was just it. The ball hit the front of the rim and just had enough momentum to roll over. Wolverines trail by 3, 30-29. 2:04 to go in the game. Braves. Oh, you're gonna get what's her name? It's just her second personal, third on the Wolverines on. Coming up with a blank. Schultz. Schultz with the foul, a hold. Wish the Pac-12 officials could have seen that last night. Lob inside, 00. Ball is taken away by Lawrence Sampson. Wolverines with a chance to cut it to 1 or a 3 to tie it. A lob into Welty, tipped away, down on the ground. Loose ball. That's a third foul on Schultz. That is a 5th on the Wolverines. 2 free throws coming up.
Number 33, Shane Casey, the line, shooting 2.
33 at the free throw line is the third personal on Welty. Casey Shaquina at free throw line with 2 free throws. Both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. 3-point deficit for the Wolverines. Second free throw rims in. 1:41 to go. Wolverines trail by 4. Timeout taken by the Wolverines. You know the sponsors, we're going to keep it here the rest of the way. A quick check of the ferries. And our ferry is looking like right now, as of an hour ago, the ferry was 36 to 39 minutes behind. Wolverine cheerleaders are starting to mix in some tumbling routines. Hope you're able to catch that. When is the next home game? Yeah, Wolverine's had a lot of home games during December, January to spend on the road. 2 more home games. Wolverines will inbound Clark over to Lawrence Sampson. Gives it up 2. What are you calling, ref? She was standing there and ran into her. Just because somebody runs into somebody doesn't mean it's a foul. Well, at least make the Braves score with the clock stopped. 5-point deficit for the Wolverines. Braves are going to make the Wolverines burn some game clock in the backcourt, but quickly across the timeline. Shea Welty with the 3. Buckets! Welty cuts the 5-point deficit, 34-32. The backcourt with the defense. The runner banks it in. Cruz across the timeline, lobs it into Welty, to Schultz, can't get it to go. Under a minute to go, Wolverines trail by 4. Braves are going to try to kill the shot clock. Wolverines are going to have to foul. Make them earn it at the free throw line. Killing valuable time right here. A bench warning on the Braves. Timeout taken by the Wolverines. Pretty sure that is love potion number 9.
A round of applause for LaConner High School and
Clark into Cruz across the timeline. Over and back. Grenfell had something to say to the officials. And Wolverine should be fouling right here. over and back. Wolverines trail by 6, 23.1 seconds left in regulation. Wow, got away with an inbound violation right there. Welty with the ball, 3-point shot, won't go. Braves gather the rebound. Wolverines looking to foul, they don't. Travel right there. That's the game. Wolverines fall to the Braves, 38-32. Wolverines were able to tie it, took the lead there for a little bit. Just couldn't hold on to the ball. Now we're going to hit the Fairies, try to ride this